Good afternoon, everyone, friends and family, especially those of you living in the house of T1D. The title of this broadcast is The Complications Around the Yard. And in dealing with type 1 diabetes, the analogy that came to mind this morning was I'm living in a house with a pretty sizable yard, and the yard is fenced in, nice and secure. But on the outside of the fence are the complications, the things that are on your mind throughout this life of T1Ddom. You think about was it nephropathy, neuropathy, retinopathy, all of those things, and how diabetes affects your heart, your circulation, your limbs. These are all the complications that we hope not to ever have to face or deal with, but they are realities to a lot of us. And again, that was the analogy. I've got this house, I'm making it work, I got my yard fenced in, it's safe, I'm keeping everything taken care of, it's perfect, good stuff. So I had to have a conversation with my mother earlier today before doing this broadcast because, parents, at least my mom, would let me have it if she had to find something out through social media concerning me and my well-being. So last month, January, my annual eye exam, I was diagnosed with diabetic retinopathy. It's not a bad case or severe case, but it's there. It could either stay the same, possibly get better, or get worse. So in my analogy, something has gotten into my yard. It hasn't made it to the porch, hadn't made it to the house. It's just right there in the yard at the fence, and it hasn't progressed any further at this point. But I went to a specialist 2 days ago just to do some more thorough testing and scans, and man, I had never in my life had my eyes scanned so many times in that one visit. I was at the office I was probably there for a total of 2 hours, just looking at every possible perspective, aspect, and part of my eyes. So now I'm on a semi-annual basis with the eye doctor. So every 6 months I have to go and get that looked at. That's a new reality for me. And it's just over 31 years having diabetes, type 1 diabetes. It's always great to go and get your checkups and then there not be any signs of any kind of diabetes related complications. And, it bothers you, but life goes on, and I remain positive. I have not conceded to type 1 diabetes in any way in 31 years, and I'm not going to do it now. Don't plan on doing it now. And I won't do it. I mean, it is what it is. You make the best of your life, right? Regardless of what's thrown at you. I'm not sure if there's anybody else that's dealing with it, but this particular case, the issues are around the peripheral areas of the retina. My sight is not affected by it. So I'm good. And again, I don't know if anybody else is dealing with it. If so, how are you dealing with it? I still need to read more and more about, retinopathy and things that affect it positively or negatively, just to see if there's something I may need to change in what I do day to day. Something I need to eat more of, eat less of, who knows? But that's research I'm going to be doing over the next few days, few weeks, or however long that takes. But I just wanted to share that. It's a real thing, and we are a family, right? We are one team, we're one tribe, and we are never in this fight alone. And at first I was gonna do a video, then I wasn't gonna do a video, then I was gonna do a video, then I wasn't gonna do a video. And I thought to myself, I've never been alone, in this fight with type 1 diabetes. I've always had people surrounding me, and I've always had great friends and family supporting me, encouraging me, and so forth. So I'm sharing with my family right now. Just one of the things that has popped up on the menu for me, and I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to be victorious over it. So that's that. And I'm not sure if anybody else is dealing with anything. I mean, I would love to hear stories of what some of you may be dealing with in terms of diabetes related complications. Because all of us is different. We handle things differently. I've seen up and down sides to lots and lots of things. But yeah, curious. Okay, I'm not sure what VUN is, VUN. And Kate. Oh, wow. Wow. So you've had the laser treatment, Kate? Okay. I'll check that out. I'll talk to you more about that, though. We'll message later, because I'm curious to know, and I want to hear more about, the laser treatment and what you've done with that. I'm not sure what that is either. I don't know what this is that is being posted in the comments. Doesn't seem to make sense to me. But I appreciate that comment, Kate. I'm definitely going to talk to you later about that and get ask some questions about the laser treatment, because my ophthalmologist did mention that they had laser treatments for it. But I was told on Monday that I'm not at that stage to where they would recommend it. But they would just check back in about 6 months to see what it's doing. If it's gotten any worse, or if it's growing any, then look at next steps, because hopefully I'm praying that it'll kind of shrink or go away. I mean, I have heard of that, people being diagnosed with it, and over time it kind of going away. So that's my first hope, my first prayer, my first option is this: hope it goes away. Oh man. But we are warriors. We are warriors. And there was a comment made last week about considering yourself a warrior. And I understood the perspective of the individual that made the comment. And also on the comment, there was a statement about the laws of attraction. So I guess the connotation, or the perspective that I see this individual taking with the term warrior, was a bit of an equation to fighting. warriors fight, warriors fight. And then to the laws of attraction, where you put out the good vibes and the positivity and all that stuff, then you attract the positivity. And I agree with that. I agree with the laws of attraction. But I think there's a difference in perspective when it comes to warrior in terms of how I use it, how we use it in our family, in our group, or in T1D, type 1 diabetes. We're warriors against the disease. We fight the disease. So if there is a fight to be had, it's against the disease. And that's the only way I see it. That's the only way I can put the term fight in it. Now, we do complain. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We've complained. We've had frustrations with the ignorance that surrounds type 1 diabetes. The things that people have said and so forth around us, when there's like no knowledge of the disease, what it truly is, and no understanding of it. Yes, there's frustration there. That's not our fight. Our fight is not with the people that don't know or don't understand. The fight itself is with diabetes. And I totally believe in the law of attraction. That is what gained me pretty much every great thing in my life, is basically how I treat people. My approach to life, my approach to relationships is positive. Treating people as I want to be treated, and that's what it boils down to. That's the golden rule. That's the law of attraction from my perspective. So you put out good, you get back good. But again, I just want to clarify that the whole warrior thing is not about fighting people or anything else. It's just we're literally in a battle with an unseen enemy on a daily basis. And that's that. And sometimes this thing has sneak attacks. When we least expect something crazy, it pops up on us and we have to fight and deal with that. So it's a fight, and we are warriors. That's the way it is. But anyway, I just wanted to share that information with you all today. Diabetic retinopathy. So that's a new addition to the life of Brian Holloman Williams. And Brian Holloman Williams is going to continue to warrior on and beat this thing, win this thing. And I encourage any and everybody else that's dealing with the same thing, if not more, that we are victorious, because we're here. That's the victory. Today, we're here. That is the victory. So I hope everybody's doing well. Take care of yourselves. I love all y'all. If anybody ever needs anything, wants to talk about anything, shoot me a message. You never know how we can help each other out. You never know. And you never know until you ask. You never know until you bring up the conversation. And I know a lot of times we want to keep certain things private, but every now and then we get more done when we speak up. Because there could be someone right there waiting to help in the ways that you need, or provide in the way that you need. So if anybody needs anything, never hesitate to reach out. I love y'all. Take care.